the doorway to nightmare. Come in. Welcome. I'm your host, Artemis Black. Some people believe that this life is simply an illusion, that we are all in a perpetual dream world. Our story tonight involves two separate men, but who are both living the same nightmare.
Did you pick up the dry cleaning?
Yes, dear.
And you made the appointment with the doctor?
Yes, dear.
I certainly hope so. That snoring's driving me crazy.
Yes, dear.
Oh, and did you pick up the mail?
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I didn't get a chance.
Didn't get a chance? Huh. Really, Rupert? That's no excuse. With all the time you got in the day?
I simply forgot.
Forgot? You forgot. Did you hear that, world? My husband, the editor of a major magazine, he forgot.
I'm sorry, dear.
Oh, and now you sorry. Huh. That doesn't get the dang mail here now, does it?
I can pick it up tomorrow, okay?
You are so dang useless.
Did you pick up the dry cleaning?
Yes, dear.
You know that your uniforms are in it.
Yes, dear.
You have a clean uniform?
Yes, dear.
Don't forget we're having dinner with Captain Williams tonight.
I haven't forgotten.
And don't tell any of your war stories. I'm sure the captain of the police isn't interested.
Edith, I've only been at the precinct for 6 months.
Charlie, it doesn't hurt to be polite with your superior officer. Oh, and I need a loaf of bread on your way home tonight.
Would it make your cooking taste any better?
What did you say?
Oh, I said that I will be happy to pick that up for you.
Sometimes I wonder why I even married you.
So do I.
Morning, Sarge.
Lionel, how are things?
Yeah, it's pretty quiet. 4 drunks in the tank, 1 guy going to court, and of course the usual assortment of weirdos that have been walking in.
Thanks a lot, officer.
Hey, no problem. Sarge, you don't look so good. Maybe you should consider taking the day off.
And spend it with my wife? I'd rather deal with the lowlifes.
Oh, that bad?
Oh, no, not really. You married?
Me? No, I'm a confirmed bachelor.
Well, marriage isn't for everybody.
I take it that your home life isn't exactly harmonious.
After 15 years, is anything, whatever that word is that you used?
It means happy. Well, I got to get on duty. I'll see you later.
Precinct Sergeant Greenling. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Yes, dear, I made sure of it. No, I won't be able to get to it until... Yes, dear. Yes, dear. All right, see you tonight, dear. Oh, why did I ever marry her?
Ruth, I'm home! Ruth?
I hear you. You don't gotta shout.
How was your day, dear?
Oh, like you'd even remotely be interested.
Oh, on the contrary, I am most interested in your day.
Rupert, what's gotten into you?
What are you talking about?
Well, you seem so dang happy.
Oh, no, dear.
The way you carrying on, it sounds like you in love.
Only with you, light of my life.
Well, Get yourself ready for dinner.
And what culinary delight have you whipped up for us tonight?
Meatloaf.
Oh, joy.
If you don't like it, you can eat out.
Oh no, sweetheart. I will manage to choke it down.
How dare you?
Well, if you don't like what I'm saying, why don't we get a divorce?
Divorce? There ain't no way that I'll divorce you. And if you so much as attempt to leave me for some floozy, I'll make your life a living hell.
Too late. I'm already living that. But there is another way out.
Really? Oh, please, enlighten me.
I am going to kill you, Ruth.
You are what you do, not what you say you will do, said Carl Jung. People say a lot of things during the course of a day. Most of these musings don't really mean anything, but sometimes. I'll be back shortly with Act 2. Someone once said to live life to the fullest because it only happens once. And in that short space of time, some do exactly that. And then there are the others.
Here's your coffee. I got that special creamer you like so well.
Very nice, Ruth.
Thank you, Rupert.
But, you know I'm still going to kill you.
How can you say such a thing?
Oh, it's very easy to do. Anyone can do it. You just have to know how.
Now you just stop that, will you? You have absolutely no intention.
Oh, I have every intention of doing it to you, Ruth. Would you like to know how?
It ain't funny no more.
It can happen almost anywhere. You could be crossing the street and BAM! You're hit by a bus.
Now please, Rupert, you just stop doing this.
Or you could take a nasty fall down the stairs. We do live on the 13th floor.
No, you just stop it right now.
Or maybe, just maybe, you step onto the elevator, but the elevator isn't there, and down you fall. Boom.
I'm gonna call the police.
You could just go with me to an attorney and we could...
Never.
Well then, you leave me no choice. It's been nice knowing you, Ruth, but... time to die.
Hey, Sarge, you got a minute?
Sure, Leo. What's going on? Massacre at the Millwinds tea rooms?
What? Oh, a joke. No. I got a lady out here with the screwiest story.
So why are you bringing her to me?
Because you got to hear it from her to believe it. I mean, I suppose we got a crime, but...
But you want me to evaluate the validity of her testimony?
Could not have articulated it better myself.
You know, officer, since I met you, I've had to start keeping a dictionary in the desk drawer.
It always pays to increase your knowledge of words.
What's the woman's name?
Mrs. Ruth Irving.
Okay, send her in.
Right this way, Mrs. Irving.
Thank you so much, officer.
Leo, close the door on your way out.
Sure thing, Sarge.
All right. Now, what can the police do for you?
I want you to arrest my husband.
You wish to lodge a formal complaint?
No. You just go arrest him.
Well, what would the charge be?
He wants to kill me.
Has he threatened you in any way?
Oh, just every day for the past 2 weeks. He looks at me right in the eye and he says, "Ruth, I'm gonna kill you."
Has he made any attempt to do it?
Do we seriously gotta wait until then? He says he doesn't have to do anything.
I don't understand.
For the last 2 weeks, he's been telling me that every day, every chance he gets.
In front of witnesses?
Well, no, he's much too dang clever for that. He calls me from work and says, "Ruth, it's not much longer. I'm gonna kill you."
Excuse me. 12th Precinct, Sergeant Greenling.
I thought I told you to specifically take the garbage to the curb this morning before you left.
Hello, dear.
I had to drag 2 large bags down to the curb by myself.
Yes, dear.
One of them broke open all over the driveway.
Yes, dear.
And you don't even care.
Yes, dear.
What did you say?
No, dear.
The reason I called was to remind you that the oil needs to be changed in the car today.
I will handle it, dear.
And don't take it to the last place. I mean, really. $60? Highway robbery.
Yes, dear. Listen, I have someone in the office, so...
You take the car over to 9th Street. They won't rip you off.
Yes, dear.
And you will have to get something for dinner tonight. I'm going to my meeting.
Yes, dear.
Your wife?
Yes, ma'am, that was my wife.
Oh, she must be a lovely woman. Now, how long y'all been married?
15 years.
Oh, I'm sure she cares for you very much.
Yes, ma'am. Now, about your husband.
Well, he just keeps saying he's gonna kill me. And that it could happen any time.
Unfortunately, ma'am, there really isn't anything I can do.
But isn't that considered threats?
Yes, ma'am, but it wasn't said in front of any witness. We just have your word for it.
I knew you wouldn't do anything.
No, I didn't say that. If you'd like, I could call him and maybe, I don't know, have a little chat.
Dang it. Would you do that for me?
Certainly. Be happy to.
Oh, well, now that's wonderful. I feel like the whole weight of the world's just been lifted off my shoulders.
Do you feel safe going home?
Well, he said he wasn't going to do nothing, but he just keeps telling me, "I'm going to kill you, Ruth," over and over and over every day.
Well, it might be better if you spent a couple of days in a motel. Mind if I ask why he wants to kill you?
Well, for the most stupid reason in the world. I won't divorce him.
If you don't mind me saying, is that the only reason?
Well, he complains about my cooking, my looks, my weight. You know, all those stupid things.
Oh, I see. So why won't you give him a divorce?
You should know why. Till death do us part. I take my vows very seriously.
Yes, but sometimes...
For better or worse. Remember?
Yes, I remember. Okay, I'll talk to him.
Thank you so much. I won't forget this.
Hey, Frank, another beer.
Is this stool taken?
No, go ahead.
Thank you. Frank? Martini.
You come in here often?
Only when I could get away with it.
Married, huh?
Is it that obvious?
No judgment here. I'm in the same situation.
Let me ask you, does your wife get upset if you stop off for a drink?
Oh, I'm sure I will never hear the end of it tonight.
Me too, brother. It's just one little drink. I've had a hard day too.
But don't tell him that.
And the constant nagging. Do this, do that.
Makes you wonder why you ever said, I do.
Well, it's okay, because I have a nice little system worked out.
Divorce is so ugly and expensive.
Nope, not divorce. Call it the power of suggestion.
What do you mean?
Oh, I've just started a little campaign against her, and it is definitely working.
What sort of campaign?
Oh, it's really very easy. Even you can do it.
So if it's so easy, why doesn't everyone know about it?
Because not everyone is capable of handling it. Now, take you for instance. I'm sure that at one time you loved your wife.
I wouldn't have married her otherwise.
Exactly. But is she the same girl you married? Or has she changed?
Well, we all change, don't we?
You know what I mean. She doesn't look the same, doesn't cook the same way anymore, always nagging, always negative about everything you do.
You just described my life.
There, you see? So why don't you do something about it?
Like divorce?
There are, shall we say, alternatives.
For instance?
You could dispose of her.
Oscar Wilde once said that to live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people simply exist. Charlie ponders what Rupert has told him, not with the ears of a police sergeant, but with the mind of a tired husband. I'll be back with Act 3 shortly. Two different men, strangers until a chance meeting in a bar, that have both similar lives. The difference is that Rupert has found a way to change his circumstance.
And how many of those have you had?
Oh, lay off me tonight, Edith.
I can smell it on your breath. Did you drive home like that?
I had one. Count them. One lousy beer. It's been a rough day.
Rough day? You wouldn't know a rough day if it came in and bit you on the ass.
Edith, I have just about had enough of your constant nagging. Now shut up.
How dare you?
Edith, I want a divorce.
Ha ha! Forget it. It's never going to happen.
Afraid of what the church may think?
That has nothing to do with it. Like it or not, you are stuck with me until death do us part.
What did you just say?
Oh, you heard me all right.
Oh, my God.
Charlie, where are you going?
I've got to go and I've just got to go somewhere.
Don't you walk out on me.
Edith, please, I need to go and possibly prevent...
Prevent what exactly?
Murder.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard, Sarge.
Just keep your eye on the road.
Are you really sure about this?
I'm not sure of anything at this point.
How do you know that this guy in the bar is really her husband?
I don't. It's just a hunch, that's all.
Well, there have been some pretty famous crimes that were solved just because of a hunch.
There, turn in here.
You want me to come in with you?
No, stay with the car. If anything happens, I'll call you.
Yeah, you're the boss.
Mrs. Irving? Mrs. Irving, are you home? Mrs. Irving?
the heck's all this? Oh, Sergeant, what's going on?
Is your husband home?
No, but when he does get home, he's gonna be in big trouble.
Where do you think he is?
Probably out drinking. Again.
I think it would be wise for you to come with me.
Why? The heck's the matter now?
Let's just say I'm playing a hunch.
Let me get my coat.
I'll meet you at the elevator. Where is that elevator?
Sergeant, would you mind telling me why it is so urgent that I leave my home?
I think I met your husband today, and I think he is going to try to kill you.
What? No. Just this morning he said... He said...
What did he say, Mrs. Irving?
He said that today... Oh, God. Today was the day that...
It's going to be okay. We're going to go down to the precinct, and I'm having your husband picked up.
Thank you, Sergeant. I've been going out my mind all day just thinking about it. You know, I walked into the store on the corner this morning and was almost hit by a dang bus.
Where is that elevator?
A little bit before you even arrived. I was going to walk down to my friend's apartment and I tripped on the dang stairs.
Don't you worry, Mrs. Irving. Everything is going to be just fine.
I'm so thankful that...
Oh my God.
You okay, Sergeant?
Not really. What did you find out?
It was a simple glitch in the computer system. The indicator light said the elevator was there, but the car itself, it was still down in the basement.
And Mrs. Irving fell 13 floors.
Her husband is waiting for you
Good. Where is he?
in his apartment.
Oh, it's you. I didn't know that you were with the police.
How did you do it, Mr. Irving?
Do what?
Your wife already told me the whole story. How you've been telling her that you were going to kill her for weeks now.
And you can prove that.
No, Mr. Irving, I can't prove anything, but as far as the police are concerned, this was simply accidental death.
It really is an easy system. I was talking to a lady about it just yesterday. She seemed very interested. Said her husband would be a perfect candidate for my campaign. I believe that she's going to try it. Oh, can't wait to hear the results.
I can't hold you on anything, Mr. Irving, but I promise you, one little piece of evidence, and I'll see you behind bars.
Good luck, Sergeant.
It's about time.
Please, Edith, not tonight. It's been a very trying day.
I hope you're not too tired to listen to what I have to say.
Yes, dear, I'm all ears.
I've been doing some figuring. Divorce is out of the question. We agree on that.
Yes, dear.
So that only leaves one other alternative.
Wait, you didn't happen to talk with anyone recently, did you?
I talked to a lot of people. You know that. But I did meet a rather interesting man who had a marvelous system.
Oh, Edith, please don't say it.
He said it was foolproof and that anyone could do it.
Edith, I'm begging you, don't say it.
Charlie, I am going to kill you.
And as our curtain closes, we ask a rather simple question. Are you happy with your partner? For better or worse, in sickness and in health, till death do you part? I'll be back shortly with a final word. In the words of James Dean, dream as if you will live forever. Live as if you will die today. Our cast included Crimson McKenzie, Robert Jackson, Annie Mick, Dave Arkipov, and Winslow Swan. The story was edited by Crimson McKenzie and directed by Winslow Swan.
And now, a preview of our next tale.
So, what are you doing?
Oh, that is so original. Next, you're gonna ask me, what am I wearing?
No, I don't really care about that.
Then, why did you call?
I want something from you.
My firstborn child? All my money? And what could you possibly want from little old me?
Your blood pouring from your body.
This is Artemis Black, inviting you to return with us through the doorway to Nightmare for another adventure into the terrifying world of your imagination. Until next time, slumber peacefully.
Epilogue. The butler did it.